What is up, guys and girls? This is shodleech here, and today we're gonna be dealing with some super mutants. Sorry about the last thing, which you won't actually ever see. I tried recording a video on this, but there's so much outside background noise I ended up having to scrap it. So now I just have to board this bird. Well, the way I'll explain everything. The stuff that happened was I went inside, pounded the dance, brought me up to the airship. I rode the airship, and I was on and became an honorary knight. And yeah, got a brand new suit of power armor, which I'm wearing right now. Come on, let me in. Let me in. Oh, and Paladin Dance is also my companion for now. Let me in. Let me in. Guess it's not gonna let me in. Finally. Sorry, guys and girls. I had to cut this. I had to cut that part out. Apparently, there's a glitch/bug with the vertibird, where when you try to start the mission, you end up not getting a thing that lets you get on here, not even a prompt. Okay, and so the answer to that is just fast travel to a different location, then back to the airship, and just keep doing that until it finally gives you a prompt that will let you on there. That's what I did. I had to look that video up, or else I wasn't gonna be able to do this quest. Whee! Firepower! Oh boy.
Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sight.
Come here, baby! Shoot them all! Shoot them all! Come on, baby! Firepower! Oh yes! This is good!
Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed.
Sweet dreams, toots.
And then hightail it back to the Fridwood for repairs.
Come on! Come on! Oh, yes. Yes! Woohoo! Come on! Shred him! Oh, did my voice crack? It sounded like it. Shred them all! Yes, turn them to mulch. Come on, all of them. There, let's let the dust clear. Any more? I guess it's time to check. Oh, what are you shooting at? Oh. Hey! Whoa! We have a badass over here. Yeah, I am right for the weak spot. That took him out. Hey! Hey! Back off! Back off! Looks like this guy's gonna be a pain. Level 24, I see.
Fight to the last man.
Yeah.
Vaporize.
Hostile vaporize. You said it. Gotta heal myself. Sheesh, that thing actually did a decent amount of damage. Drink some purified water. Okay, if there's any super mutants out here, run. This is your only warning. Shotgun, Deathclaw amoeba. Deathclaw hand, Deathclaw hide. Yes. Deathclaw everything. Huh.
Proceed carefully. These fortifications may still be inhabited.
You're perfectly right. They could be. Yeah. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a legendary weapon. Should I say a weapon that came off a legendary creature? And its special ability is 50% more damage to super mutants. And a base form of 30 damage. So. Ooh.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
No green stuff here.
I'll wear your guts around my neck.
Oh, really? I guess now you have to die.
You ow!
You ow. Interesting choice of last words. You know you're doing good when you're able just to smack them around with a pipe. Sorry there, pop-up came up. Telling me PC was slow. Alright. Pop it. Oh, your leg. Hey, back in there. Back in there, beast. Back in there. Good. You know what? How in the world? Okay, I guess you can teleport in there. Note to self, never throw a grenade in the bathroom because he likes to teleport in there. Wouldn't you do that? Hear that? Or... who knows? Ugh, I'm so sick of these super mutants. It's so annoying dealing with them. Getting hungry. Purified water. Sweet.
This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
You know what? Because I'm disgusted by these guys so much.
This equipment's here for a reason. Let's find out why.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Right here, guys. There. Take some more. Oh, really? This is the age of the super mutants. Let's get rid of that age. His body actually...
There isn't much left.
Alright. Oh, it's something I should tell everybody. On 2 of their power armor suits that they have. Kind of took the fusion cores from them. Got myself 6 I got myself 2 extra fusion cores from it. Not to mention the one already inside the suit I got from them. Okay.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
Wasn't the Institute.
Too bad it wasn't the Institute.
Not to worry, Knight. You'll be dealing with them sooner than you think. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
I could use caps.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Underground?
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Alright. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and meet up with my old partner. You should probably know who he is. No, not Cogsworth. No, not Mark, aka Dogmeat. But, kind of a detective.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Someone's gonna pay.
Kellogg kidnapped my son, handed him over to the Institute. I'm going to find them, and make them regret what they've done to me.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
he had access. Read my mind.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because...
Because he's in hell. Where he belongs.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Had no choice.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Already have something.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Dick Nick.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me. And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started.
Fine.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine.
This'll be interesting.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of
Excellent.
flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Way to
Tell
break
me how
in.
to way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Oh, not. I can't go in with my power armor. No! No! Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh. Colors.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Oh, you're sending me on a trip, Doc. Woo! Where am I? So bright.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Okay.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Hopefully it doesn't shred me to bits.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
California Republic. I'm sure that's gonna take some getting used to for a lot of people.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What's it? This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
So this is interesting. Like she already said,
you'll see.
We're looking through his eyes.
We don't know anybody here.
So everything that you see that I'm looking at is technically him.
Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
I'm sorry.
I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No,
Can't do
I'm
it.
not saying this
Never
was a
mind.
mistake. I'm just...
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Okay. Hopefully we can find my son. If we don't find my son soon, I'm gonna go mad.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
Ooh, what kind of gun is that?
You thought you could just fuck with us?
Shotgun?
And we wouldn't fuck with you?
Double barrel?
Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Looks like he had a rough life. It's a shame. Wonder if he will at all be able to help me, though.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Just so you know, I'm not going to access every single individual that he has
Lives down the creek a ways.
for memories.
Well, we seem to be getting closer.
The
Try
video
this
is
next
going
one.
to be long enough as it is. I like to try and stay under 30 minutes. If I can help it. If I can't, then, oh well. At least reduce as much as I can.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
System off.
Nice.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vulcan. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Computers are still working.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Now, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Huh. Oh boy.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
Oh!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's
So
go.
happy I blew your brains out when I did.
At least we still have a backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
I'm so happy I killed him.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
It hurts rewatching that again.
Is that your son? This
Sean.
appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Sean.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually.
Sean.
But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently.
Sean.
But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Oh.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
Oh, boy.
One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Hmm? No. Don't go. Sean! Sean! No, Sean! He's not good!
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Sean!
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Sean! Oh. Sean. Institute's gonna pay.
Okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Awful.
I have this burning feeling inside my skull. It's like it's on fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain have just been pulled apart, connected to someone else, and then pulled back together. I injected you with a large stim pack while I was pulling you out. That should ease things. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Teleportation.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Anti-radiation.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Well, it's good to know. I guess we know what we're doing inside the next video, guys and girls. Let's talk to Nick real quick, and then see what the next plan is. Nick. Where is he? What are you doing?
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg?
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Yeah, I'm taking Nick.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Oh boy. Well, guys and girls, we know what's
We'll make
happening
something
next.
out of the Commonwealth yet.
Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Sorry if this is gonna be all chopped up and look weird, but hey, I had to make multiple videos of this. Some of them won't even be posted as part of this, and the rest either ended up crashing and I have to mix together, or something else. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, guys and girls, and see you inside the next video. Bye-bye.